let us return back. Let us go back. In other words, let's give up on trying to find these donkeys. I'll put it in my translation. In other words, let me do it you know what? Let's just forget about looking for the donkeys and let's just return back. But the disciple, the servant that was with him, thank God for servants that have no doubt played a major role in our life. When somebody speaks sense into you, folks, he says in verse 5, so Saul said to his servant, that was with him, come, you know what? Let us return back, because, these donkeys are not going to be found and my father's going to be worried about us. Verse 6, but the disciple, the servant said, there is a city where a man of God is. He is an honorable man, and everything that he speaks comes to pass. Therefore, let us go and speak to this man. And so, verse 7, so Saul said unto his servant, remember, that was a servant, all right, let's go. Where do we find this man? Where do we go? We have nothing to bring to this man of God. What do we have? And the servant answered in verse 8 and said to Saul, look, I have a handful of silver, of shekel, a shekel of silver, and we'll give that. He wanted to bless the man of God, folks, when he came to visit him. And so it goes on to say, folks, that as they went, Saul said, all right, let's go, verse 10. And they came to the city, friends, and they were looking for this man to find a word from him. And here's the setup. God had already spoken